All right, guys, Anthony Super Service. David, Katrina, got the heads on. We did get a full set of remans. Getting ready to put the oil rails on, but I do not put oil rails on. It's in the process. We'll put Fickum harness on first. Fickum harness goes on and then oil rails. I got to find the turbo pedestal bolts. I don't know where the heck they're at. No idea. Like, we don't freaking have them. We don't have them, but check this out, guys. You see this? Look, we paint all the bolts. Look, grab a bag, any bag, grab a bag. Look, we go through and paint all the bolts. Another thing he's missing is the front block ground. The front block ground nut that holds the positive cable to it. There's a nut that goes right where my pinky's at, and it was physically gone, non-existent. So it's a boneyard hunting expedition. See, we paint everything. Why not? I mean, it don't take that freaking long. It ain't that big of a deal. But okay, I got a little conflicting. I'm conflicted. Okay, got starter all on. We did get starter cover. We had to buy the little cover for the battery cable. Manifolds, we did get a different manifold for the driver's side because that bung, I mean, I hate to say it, but that bung needs refreshed. I mean, those bungs get disgusting, and I do not want to have a freaking fresh engine that we did with some nasty rusted freaking bungs. So yeah, I take that thing out. And if it screws up, I mean, only about 5%. I mean, okay, we can just say probably maybe 3 manifolds have I ever messed up the manifold by getting that bung out. So if that's the case, I mean, you know, the cone flange, I mean, I wanted to get a nice, good cone flange on it, right? That way it seals. But, okay, my conflicting area here is the wiring harness. Okay. I'm really debating on... I'd like to price a harness. I mean, this is an 04 to an 05 conversion. So... I mean, we've got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, that's not horribly detrimental. I mean, I can seal that back up. We can. I mean, we got a bunch of stuff like this goes on the alternator. It actually goes on. That is what the little hole is in all of your guys' single alternator systems. The hole on the top of the alternator. Look, I bet you this guy has one too. Watch. They put the hole in all of them. Right there. That hole right there is for that pin. So, you know, it's broke. Well, I mean, what I'm probably going to do, look, I mean, I actually get the pieces out, and like we're going to be putting this and this. Now, unless we can justify, oh, look at that. What the heck? Jesus. But unless we can justify a Fickum harness too, what I'm getting at is an engine harness. Okay? I mean, we could go full-fledged 05 and put a 05 intake elbow on it and do away with the throttle plate. I mean, look, we got stuff missing out of it. I mean, I have those. I can get more of those purple, pink retainers to go in there. I have those. I have, you know, but we run into stuff like this. The oil temp sensor's broke. I mean, that's a pretty easy thing to get off. I don't know why the hell it's broke. I don't know, but the VGT wire has got some bare copper on it. You know, I haven't done complete thorough inspection of everything on here. Kind of look at the cam sensor pigtail right here. See how it's kind of torn right there? We'll have to kind of just make sure it's good. The IPR wire, you could tell this is what happens on a heat shield. When they don't have the heat shields on right, or if the wire's not routed right, you wind up with stuff like this. This melts from exhaust, okay, because it's right by the exhaust. I mean, this is going to go all late model, and you know, when we put the heat shields on and you route the wires right, they will not melt like this. But if we say we leave this 04 engine harness on, then I would probably wrap this with HVAC tape, just because, I mean, I don't want it to mess up, you know. But before I go wrapping up this entire harness, I mean, the thing that really sucks is it's just, I mean, It sucks. It's just people had their hands on it. I mean, look at it. It's just a little shaky. I mean, but an engine harness is not a cheap freaking gig. It's expensive. So it's like, but it would be a lifetime of the truck type of thing, you know. Put it on, route it right the very first time. It'll be like a brand new deal with a brand new truck, you know. And the nature, secondary, ulterior motive of mine would be I don't have to tape up and try to make sense of all of this and get it all looking good, you know, like that. Like I got all the way to where these go. Like this one goes on here. Let's see, I'll have to go back through it. This one goes on for the main engine harness to push pin 2, and this one goes on for the FICM harness to attach to the oil cooler cover, the adapter flange. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, either way, we're gonna make it do. It's just these are instances where budgets get blown the hell out because, you know, we look at stuff like this, and I mean, I want them all to be ridiculously good, like really bad. I want them to be good, and it's like sometimes it just gets daunting. Crank sensor doesn't look too bad. That one looks good. Cam sensor looks good. So I don't know. I just wanted to do a little walk around, and you know, an 05, basically an 07 harness will go right on this truck. The one thing that's crazy is that none of the FICM tabs are broken. None of them. And so let's just use this now. You know, let me bang my own drum a little bit here. Okay, we just took this truck completely apart, pulled the engine out of it, did everything. Now, this would be a little testament to chances are, and not always, I mean, we ain't perfect. I mean, we break shit all the time. But chances are, if the FICM plugs are not broke when they got here, they're not going to be broke when they leave. Look, I've already taken this off of the truck and they're not broken. But what not broken, I mean this little tab that is closed off right there. This little bit right here. Okay, when they break, that opens up right there. There's nothing there. It'll break it. Now that it has that little flat edge on the end right here, here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Okay, so whatever. It would change the glow plugs, the glow plug wires, not the glow plugs, but the glow plug wires we'd want to change, which we change them anyways. It's no big deal. We're already buying glow plug wires. So the 04 to 07 glow plug wires are different. It would also let us, if we bought a harness, we would have to buy an EBP sensor, but it would take the EBP sensor off the thermostat housing, and it would clear that up right there. There's a lot of, I mean, with that thermostat going there and the EBP right on top of it with the cam sensor wire going over to the EBP and then routing down to the cam sensor, you know, the 07 setup is much better. I mean, I'll have to drill a couple of holes and do a little bit of welding on the FICM mounts, but it can be done and basically make it straight up 07. But the only thing that justifies that is if we buy an engine harness. Now, with that said, we didn't have electrical gremlins going on with this engine harness. But by looking at it, how long do we have before we do start having gremlins? So, I mean, I can tape it up. You know, I can tape it up and it'll probably be good forever. You know, I mean, I'm going to spend about 4 hours doing it probably by the time it's done. But, so, I don't know. I just thought I'd throw this engine harness deal out here and kind of kick it around because, you know, it's easy for me to suggest things when it ain't my money. So, there it is. All right, guys, have a good day.